Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. Thanks for tuning back in. Thanks for coming back to see me. I'm really pleased you've done so, and I'm really pleased about to bring you a Novamos Shan Hai. This watch is quite unique. It's quite different, which is one of the reasons I agreed to review it. To be honest, I like to have some other little things coming in, not the same sort of stuff. Some things are a bit wacky, so I don't get them. But this is a bit different. It's got aerospace grade titanium. It's a mechanical watch. Comes in a few different colors. It's already funded. It's got a couple of days to go, so if you do want to back it, you're going to get your watch. Like I said, a few different colors to choose from. It's quirky, it's different, and it's quite big as well. I'll be honest, when I've been wearing it, it's not small, but yeah, it's a really, really different type of watch. If you want something a little bit different, a little bit of a statement piece on your wrist, Novamos might have you covered. From researching Novamos, they're sort of more known for their smartwatches, but this is a mechanical watch, obviously. Like I said, on Kickstarter, a couple of days left, fully funded, so not long to wait if you want to pick one up. And like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. But listen, sit back, relax, we'll get there together. Get yourself a nice beverage, because it's about that time to get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys and girls, so this is the watch. This isn't the packaging you're necessarily going to get with the watch. This is what they sent it to me in cardboard. There's the watch. They have left me a little note, which I left in the side, which I'll show you. That's just a bit of foam to keep it safe. Throwing the watch around, but it's all safe over there. Yeah, there's a note. I'll just let you have a little look at it. So it says, "Hi Simon, the products we sent out are for KOL testing and trial use. We need to add this packaging. It's only for shipping samples." So yeah, as you can see, there's going to be a little bit of a difference, but the watch itself is as you're going to receive, which I like. I don't like reviewing watches where there's like several differences in what I'm reviewing and what you're going to receive. Yeah, I'm not really too cool with that. So I'm glad that it's not the case here, because that was one of the things that I sort of stipulated. So yeah, there we go. On a nice cushion. And this is the watch. Like I said, this is extremely quirky. This is the Novamos Shan Hai. A few different color variations to choose from, so I'll bring out some colors of those now. But yeah, this isn't going to be for everyone, guys, I'm going to be honest. But I liked it, and I was agreed to get it in just because it's different. It's quirky, as I say. It's quite big. We'll run through the specs in just a moment. So the Shan Hai. Inside this watch, it's running an automatic 6600A movement. I'll bring some information up about that movement. I don't know an awful lot about this movement, I'm going to be honest. When I started looking up stuff online, I managed to, they started referring to sort of Seiko, because I think Seiko have a movement like that. But yeah, generally couldn't bring up a lot of information. All I could find is what I'm showing you now. Not a bad looking movement. But yeah, there we are. That's everything going on there. The construction of the watch, aside from the strap, it's aerospace grade titanium. And put the crown in, so you can see it sweeping away. So yeah, a little bit going on here. I think it looks like the surface of the moon, to be honest. That was one of the things that really captured me. I think it looks really, really cool. So that's the case, which is all one bit. They even got a storage compartment here in case you ain't got enough in your suitcase or something. I'm not really sure what that's about, to be honest. I've tried opening it a couple of times. I can't get it open, and I don't really want to damage it. Yeah, so, but yeah, compartment. So yeah, the case bits at the back, the hardware, all titanium. And that's an aerospace grade titanium at that. The case thickness of this watch is 11.5 millimeters. That does become 14.3 because the crystal does overhang quite considerably. The diameter of the watch is 50.2 millimeters. That does become 55.9, including the clasp. The lug width on this is 24, and the lug-to-lug tip of the watch is coming at 44.4 millimeters. So that's where the actual clasp goes in. That's where the lugs are. So yeah, a little bit inside, but yeah, 44.4. So not small. As I said, a bit of a statement piece going on here. The case back, like I said, it's all kind of one piece. You got a screw down case back. Unfortunately, it's only mineral crystal on the back. I was hoping it was going to be a certain other crystal, but it's not. You got the crown situated at 3 o'clock signed with their logo. which is just like an N. You've got the crystal covering the dial is a sapphire crystal. And like I said, you haven't got a real bezel as such. It's just all sort of integrated from the case. But like I said, I do like the way it looks. It does look like the surface of the moon, doesn't it? It looks pretty cool. The strap it comes on is leather. Nice leather, nice and black. Yeah, super, super comfortable, quite supple. That's on the wrist nicely. I said sapphire crystal. The water resistance is size being 50 meters. So that would give you 5 atmospheres of water resistance, and the weight will appear in the top right. So it's coming 90, just below 91 grams, which actually is a bit of heft, isn't it? Given it's a titanium watch, I was expecting it to be a bit lighter. But let's have a look at the dial and everything going on there. So, as I've said, the main part you can see, which is grey or dark grey, it's titanium. The way it's been finished, so it's nice and smooth at the sides. At the top, it just looks really beautiful. I don't know that everyone will look exactly the same, but they look fantastic in terms of how it's done. It just makes you think of the moon. If you've ever watched sort of like space programs where they talk about different planets, that's the vibe it gives me. You've got the movement, which takes up a reasonable amount. They've put a rehout chapter ring inside where the movement is, so it's easy to set the time and stuff. Skeletonized dial, which actually looks really cool. Lets you see all the inner workings of the movement. It's one of those things, to be honest, guys. It's one of those. It's what got me captivated on watches when I could actually see the movement. You think about all those different bits of metal coming together to actually keep time to a certain accuracy. That is what really blew my mind. And on this, it looks really, really pretty. Lots of blue hues coming through because they have put quite a bit of AR coating on there. Like I said, skeletonized dial. You've got a black rehout chapter ring go around there with a minute track on it. But I said, other than that, you've got the hands and indices. The second hand is quite unusual. I don't know exactly what it's depicting, but yeah, it's quite curved and stuff. The hour a minute, a little bit less elaborate. They're quite traditional. Like I said, they got white inside, which has got lume, which I'll show you in just a few moments. But yeah, skeletonized dial. Actually, given how the watch is, it's actually not that difficult to tell the time. I thought that might be one of the things where it's more of a novelty watch. It doesn't really serve a purpose because it's difficult to tell the time. But given the sort of crystal they've used with the AR coating and stuff, and given the size of the watch, that's still a decent size, isn't it? Where that time is, yeah, it's not a problem telling the time. And yeah, like I bring the lume up now. So I was hoping where they've gone through the hassle of having hands with lume on it, I was hoping it was going to be reasonable. If not good, then yeah, reasonable. But it really isn't. It had a short burst when you turn the light off, and within no time at all, it's just disappeared. It didn't last long at all. I've done this video for a lot shorter than I normally would, and yeah, it just didn't do anything really. Little bit disappointing. Lume could have done with being a bit better, or just don't put any on. For a watch that's only got 50 meters of water resistance, it doesn't need much, does it? But yeah, that's that. If I take the crown out, there is a ghost position, unfortunately. Put it back in, it will start back up again. You can turn it. And if you take it out to the first position, in fact, it doesn't really do anything, which is good. Which is like it's been disabled, so there would have been a date on it. They've done that, which is nice to see. But yeah, not a lot going on. I won't turn it around because it's not going to change the date or anything. But that's the dial. That's the hands, indices, movement. Let me just pop it on the wrist quickly. Give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist. One moment, guys. Okay, so guys, this is what it looks like on my wrist. It's not an inconsiderable watch. You'll see the texture I mean about how the dial looks. You'll see the sapphire crystal with that movement I was talking about, the chapter ring. Quite a nice touch. It's got the logo at the 12. Yeah, all nice little touches, things that I appreciate. Looking pretty cool. Like I said, not small. My wrist is just above a 7-inch wrist, and you'll see it's not a small watch. But yeah, very much a statement piece and very different. What do you all reckon? What do you all think? Okay, so guys and girls, that will now take me swiftly on to what I think is pants and pucker about the watch. If you've ever watched before, you don't always start with pants. I do like to go on high with pucker. So what I think is pants. Okay, so this isn't going to be for everyone. So there's a few things actually. I'm going to go with the size. Yeah, it's a bit like wearing a dinner plate on your wrist, to be honest. It's not small. I don't like watches too big either, so it's a little bit not ideal for me. But yeah, the storage in the back, why you got a little storage compartment, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've never seen it on the watch before. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't open it, but even if I could, I don't know what I put in there, to be honest. So yeah, the storage, the loom, yeah, the loom, guys, just take the loom off. Just don't have any loom on there at all. It's better to have no loom than substandard loom, in my opinion, and the price. So I bring the price up in front of me. Like I said, it's a statement piece, so it might be one that you want to sort of add to your collection. But yeah, I'm not entirely convinced. It's going to sell a lot of hotcakes for that price, but it's already funded, so that's a good thing. So yeah, they're the things I'm going to say for pants. I'll go with the size, storage, loom, and the price. What I think is Pukka, a few things, because it's not a bad watch really. I'll go with the dial. I think the dial is really, really nice. I do like a dial, and I think that's really beautifully finished. The sapphire crystal, like I said, I would love a sapphire sandwich, but at least we've got a sapphire on the front. You got the movement. The movement's been running really, really well. I know quite little about it. There's not an awful lot about, but it's been running really accurately. It's about 2 seconds faster a day on this version. If you get that, you're laughing. So yeah, it can't be bad. The uniqueness of the watch, like something like this, I don't know there's anything else that I've seen that looks anything like this. So yeah, uniqueness, how unusual it is as well. Like I said, coupled with the uniqueness, how unusual, and the general look. I think it's a cool looking watch. I've had lots of comments on this watch. I think it's because it stands out a little bit. Although it's quite dark, it's something that's different. It's not, and it's like I said, it's not small, so it's easy for people to pick up on. But so the things I'm gonna say is I got the dial, sapphire crystal, movement, uniqueness, unusual, and general look of the watch. And that'll take me on to, would I recommend this watch? And like I said, this watch is not going to be for everybody. But like I said, if you want something a bit quirky, I think this watch has you covered. To be honest, I think this is it's not a bad watch. Something a little bit different. So yeah, I'll get you to head over there. I'll leave a link in the description. Please feel free to use it. Go over, check it out, and see if it's for you. But yeah, as I always say, guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch, and maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as I always say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and always watch the time. Take care, guys. All the very best.